Hi everyone! In this video, we will do a full review of the Apple Watch Ultra replica called DT Ultra 3 Pro. The best replica in my opinion. The watch is visually indistinguishable from the original. It is made of high-quality materials, combining metal and plastic, lightweight, comfortable, and with a familiar design. It accurately tracks sleep, steps, heart rate, and blood oxygen levels, and it also has many useful features. Voice assistant, calculator, calendar, NFC module, compass, voice recorder, games, photo album, camera control, newsfeed, ChatGPT, translator, and Google Maps. The watch allows you to make calls and listen to music. You can connect Bluetooth headphones or a speaker to the watch without using a smartphone. The watch has 3 gigabytes of storage, which is enough for your playlist with your favorite music. There is enough space not only for music but also for videos, which you can watch on the watch. The watch is fast, smooth, with transition effects and 3-dimensional navigation. Most importantly, it has excellent long-range connectivity with a smartphone. The watch is almost perfect, and how everything works, the pros and cons, will be in this video. Let's watch. The watch comes in a nice, compact white box with a printed watch design. The name DT Ultra 3 is displayed. The box lists the watch's features: AMOLED screen, built-in memory, the ability to connect Bluetooth devices to the watch, local music storage, video playback, voice recorder, photo album with pictures, and 3-dimensional environment with beautiful transitions. On the back, there is a QR code for connecting the watch to a smartphone. Let's open it and look at the package contents. The manual is in Chinese and English. The package includes only one strap, a black silicone strap of medium stiffness. It has a metal clasp and 2 loops. The strap is quite soft and pleasant to the touch, does not collect dust, and does not have an unpleasant smell. A charging cable with 4 pins for fast charging and connecting the watch to a computer. Since I pre-ordered, the seller included a metal strap and simple earphones as a gift, which is very nice. Let's remove all the protective films to take a closer look at the case quality. The watch has Gorilla Glass, and there is no pre-applied screen protector. I recommend buying one right away. The entire watch case is made of metal. The strap slots are designed like the original Apple Watch. On the right side, there is a digital crown, a microphone, and a physical button. On the left side, there is a button and a speaker. The back is made of glossy plastic, where the heart rate and blood oxygen sensors are located, as well as the pins for connecting the charging cable for fast charging. The straps for this watch are standard, just like for the original Apple Watch. Attaching the strap is easy. The strap length is standard, with many holes, so it fits any wrist. The watch looks cool. I like how it looks. And this is how it looks with a metal strap. If the case were black, it would be better. But for a light-colored case, lighter straps, like this one, are more suitable. By the way, this watch is similar to the HK10 Ultra 3 Max, which I have already reviewed. Also a good watch, but with its own pros and cons. Personally, I prefer the dark-colored version of the watch. As always, I will leave links to the watch and straps in the description. The watch size is 44 by 49 millimeters, and the thickness at the widest part, where the sensors are, is 14 millimeters. The weight of the watch with the strap is 64 grams. Let's connect the watch. It turns on by holding the lower button. The following languages are available: English, Polish, Russian, Ukrainian, and others. We select the language and scan the QR code to download the app for connecting the watch to a smartphone. The app is called Wear Pro. It is available for both iOS and Android smartphones. We register, grant all necessary permissions, find, and add our watch. The watch is connected and ready to use. Friends, I will test them for at least a couple of weeks and tell you more details to identify all the drawbacks of this watch and, of course, share them with you. 3 weeks have passed since I started using the DT Ultra 3 Pro watch, and I am ready to tell you more details. These 3 weeks have been a pleasure to use. They are very decent and reliable watches worth paying attention to. Let's start with the screen. It has a 2.04-inch HD AMOLED display with fairly good detail, 368 by 448 pixels. The colors are bright and rich. Pixels are not visible. The brightness adjustment is multi-level, but there is no auto brightness. Everything is visible in sunlight. The bezel on the watch is small, which is very good. Be careful when buying because this model also exists with a regular IPS display. Read the description carefully to avoid buying the older DT Ultra 3 model with a non-AMOLED screen. Watches with an AMOLED screen are much more energy efficient and support the always-on display mode. There are 8 always-on display styles, 4 analog and 4 digital clocks like these. The always-on display is fully functional and works all the time, and you can also set a schedule, for example, for it to turn on at night, or set the operation time to up to 20 minutes before turning off. When you rotate your wrist, the screen turns on quite quickly. You can turn off the screen with your palm and activate it with a double tap. Regarding battery life, with the always-on display activated, my watch lasted 4 days, but I turned off always-on display at night. Without always-on display, my watch lasted 6 days with normal use, without excessive activity. The watch charges via a magnetic charger with pins in quite quickly, from 0 to 100% in 1 hour and 40 minutes. Let's go over the buttons. The lower button opens quick access functions. At the top, there is an indicator for the watch's connection to the smartphone. Here we have an editable menu where you can add or remove unnecessary functions. I kept functions for displaying battery charge, connecting Bluetooth devices, and the phone finder feature. Settings, enabling the screen when raising the wrist. Brightness adjustment, there are 4 brightness levels. Volume, vibration intensity, and flashlight. There are also power-saving mode functions, do not disturb mode, menu style selection, screen backlight time settings, and enabling NFC. You cannot use NFC for payments. You can program it for actions or to open a door, for example, for an intercom. I rarely use these functions, so I did not add them. When holding the button, the menu for power off, siren, reset, and SOS call appears. The side button provides access to workouts. Unfortunately, you cannot assign a different function to this button. Pressing the top button with the rotating crown gives access to the menu. It also functions as a back button. You can scroll through the menu using the rotating crown. The watch crown is functional, has a good grip, and scrolls easily. It is convenient and pleasant to use. There is a choice of transitions between windows and widgets, with 5 transition options available. There are only 2 menu display styles, a standard list and the Apple Watch style. The menu and navigation on the watch are fast and convenient. With no freezes, everything runs smoothly and clearly. By double pressing the crown, you can switch between active tabs, which indicates the watch's multitasking capability. You can minimize the timer, stopwatch, and other functions, switch between them, and close them in this way. Swiping up gives access to the menu, which includes the time, day of the week, date, weather, sleep data, world time, compass, and the 3 most recently opened apps. Swiping right opens a quick menu with similar functions, date and time, the last message receipt. Swiping left scrolls through widgets. The statistics section displays all data on calories burned, distance traveled, and steps taken throughout the day, as well as graphs for today and the past week, and statistics from a most recent workout. The heart rate measurement section displays heart rate data throughout the day in graph form, including resting heart rate and heart rate during movement. The measurement interval can be set in the app. I have mine set to every 60 minutes. The watch measures heart rate accurately, with readings similar to the Huawei Band. The weather feature does not work, perhaps it will be fixed in the next update. The interface displays the current temperature, the minimum and maximum temperatures for the day, the UV index, and humidity. It also shows the forecast for the day and the entire week. However, you can check the weather by installing a separate weather app, which I will discuss later. The sleep tracking feature shows sleep duration and displays sleep phases in a graph. There is also sleep data by day of the week and additional sleep information. The watch tracks sleep well and quite accurately, but it does not track naps. The watch is lightweight, thin, has rounded edges, and does not catch on anything. Sleeping with the watch on is comfortable. There is also access to the music player. These widgets can be customized, added, and rearranged to your liking. Additionally, there is a 3-dimensional widget scrolling mode, which can be activated by double tapping the screen. Swiping down gives access to messages. The message character limit is small, around 50 characters, which is not much. Messages are not grouped, but app icons are displayed. The Latin and Cyrillic alphabets are displayed correctly. The font is normal. Some emojis are supported, but very few. Quick replies to messages are not available. You can choose any app to receive notifications. I also want to highlight the very strong vibration for incoming messages. There are 3 vibration modes, and the third mode is perfect. When receiving an incoming call, you can either answer or decline it. You can adjust the speaker volume and switch the audio between the watch and the smartphone. The microphone is good. Both I and the caller can hear each other well. Calls can be made through contacts, which fully sync with the smartphone. You can redial outgoing or incoming calls, as well as dial a number manually. If you answer the call on your smartphone, the audio is routed through the smartphone, which is good. The watch has 3 music control modes. Mobile mode. In this mode, you can control the smartphone's music player, skip tracks, and adjust volume through the watch. However, the sound plays through the smartphone. It is not possible to play audio on the watch itself. Watch mode. In this mode, you can play music stored on the watch. The watch has approximately 3 gigabytes of available storage. Music is supported in MP3 format. Additionally, you can connect Bluetooth devices directly to the watch and listen to music with Bluetooth headphones or a speaker without using a smartphone. It is possible to play videos on the watch. By default, the watch comes with a few promotional videos. I already have a tutorial on my channel on how to upload videos to the DT watch. A link will pop up above. To upload videos and music, simply connect the watch to a laptop. A little over 3 gigabytes of storage is available, which is not bad. Let's talk about workouts. By default, there are 10 workouts available. However, the additional menu offers a vast selection. These workouts do not use GPS because the watch does not have a built-in GPS module. During a workout, the watch displays the following data: heart rate, average speed, distance, activity level, and speed. For some reason, step count is not displayed. The music player can be used during workouts, which is a great feature. To use workouts with GPS, you need to start them on your smartphone. The app offers 4 GPS-supported workouts: running, walking, cycling, and hiking. During a workout, the watch remains fully usable. After finishing a workout, you can review detailed workout statistics, including the route on a map, pace, steps, calories burned, cadence, and other parameters. Step tracking is accurate. The watch does not count hand movements as steps and does not add extra steps while traveling in a vehicle. The step counter sensor is reliable. Regarding water resistance, the manufacturer claims an IP68 rating, meaning the watch can withstand short-term submersion in water. It is safe to wear in the rain and while washing hands. However, I do not recommend showering or swimming with it. The watch has many openings and gaps for the microphone and speaker. At this price, I would not rely on strong water resistance. Let's go over the watch's remaining functions that we haven't covered yet. Breathing exercise function, a timer, which can be minimized, a calendar, a stopwatch, which can also be minimized, a voice recorder, you can record and play back audio directly on the watch, an alarm clock, which can be set directly from the watch, a photo gallery for viewing images. The watch comes with default images, but you can upload your own. Photos can be zoomed in and set as a watch face or menu background. Blood oxygen measurement, the watch measures it fairly well, but there is no continuous tracking throughout the day. Here is an example of measurements compared to the Huawei Band. Camera control, you can take photos by pressing a button on the watch or by setting a timer. A calculator, compass, find my phone. Flashlight, full-fledged Google Assistant. This is not a Facebook or Instagram app, but rather message sorting by social networks. Noise meter allows measuring ambient noise levels. Women's health calendar and games. Available games include 2048, Snake, Flappy Bird. Colors: Tower of Hanoi, Prayer Beads, Deep Wooden. The watch also supports app installation. However, to enable this, you need to activate network sharing in the app. Once enabled, app installation becomes available. Currently, the number of apps is small, including BBC News, ChatGPT, Google Maps, Weather, Translator, and a few others. News is available only in English. ChatGPT only allows input in English, and it identifies itself as XXX instead of ChatGPT. It provides short responses and works stably. Google Maps displays the current location on the map, but the information does not update automatically. However, if you search for a place, such as a store or cafe, and select it from a list, the distance will be displayed, and a route will be built. In this case, the maps update properly. Unfortunately, you cannot manually select a point on the map, you can only choose a location through search. The weather app displays cloud cover, minimum and maximum temperatures, humidity, UV index, hourly weather, and the forecast for the entire week. The translator supports translation only from English and Chinese into languages such as Japanese, French, Spanish, Arabic, Portuguese, and German. The watch features Bluetooth version 5.3 and maintains a strong connection with the smartphone. The range is approximately 30 meters in direct line of sight. For its price, this is one of the best watches in terms of connection quality and range. The watch is configured through the Wear Pro app, which has a few drawbacks. Each time you open the app, an advertisement pops up. It appears only once per session but shows up every time the app is launched. The app itself is simple and uncluttered, containing all the necessary information. It includes step and calorie statistics, sleep and sleep phase tracking, heart rate graphs and statistics, blood oxygen levels, and the women's health calendar. There are workout courses and video workouts. It also provides access to news, relaxing music, diet plans, and watch settings such as stretch reminders, water intake reminders, Find My Watch, custom image uploads for the watch face, and contact management. Additionally, you can configure heart rate measurement settings and enable Do Not Disturb mode. Now, let's talk about watch faces. The app offers 51 watch faces. There is a small selection for different tastes, but this is not the full collection. Additional watch faces are available directly on the watch, and there are quite a few of them. The default watch face is only this one. The rest can be deleted. You can switch watch faces by scrolling the digital crown. There are various types of watch faces, including ones that change images, allow color adjustments, display a compass, or feature short video backgrounds. To install additional watch faces, you need to find this specific watch face in the watch menu. It contains categories of watch faces, each with its own selection. The watch itself also has around 50 watch faces, so there are plenty of choices. Here are the watch faces that caught my attention. You can set your own photo or image as a watch face and choose the display style. The image quality is good, bright and detailed, thanks to the high-quality AMOLED screen. Now, let's go over the pros. The DT Ultra 3 Pro looks 100% identical to the original Apple Watch Ultra. The watch is made of high-quality materials, featuring a metal body and a well-made silicone strap in the package. It has an excellent, bright, and vivid HD AMOLED display. The watch operates smoothly and quickly, with pleasing transition animations and a three-dimensional mode. It supports multitasking. There is a photo gallery, video playback, voice recorder, calculator, calendar, noise meter, weather, Google Maps, translator, and other functions. Several games are included. The watch allows making calls and playing music directly from the device. It also supports connecting Bluetooth devices directly to the watch. There are 3 gigabytes of available storage. Step tracking, heart rate monitoring, blood oxygen measurement, and sleep tracking all work accurately. Battery life lasts up to 7 days on a single charge and up to 4 days with the always-on display feature enabled. The watch maintains a strong connection with the smartphone, ensuring you won't miss a call or message anywhere in your home. However, there are some drawbacks. At the moment, the default weather widget does not work, but fortunately, you can install a separate weather app to check the forecast. Music cannot be played directly from the watch's speaker, meaning you cannot use the watch as a mini speaker or stream smartphone audio through it. The built-in AI assistant is not ChatGPT, but rather XXX. The translator supports only a limited number of languages. Message character limits are small. The Wear Pro app always displays an advertisement when launched. In conclusion, this is a high-quality watch. It has a sleek metal body, an attractive design, and many functions. While there are some drawbacks, they are minor. What impressed me the most is its reliability, strong connection range, and the ability to choose any app for notifications. I can confidently recommend it for purchase. I personally liked it. What do you think about this watch? Is it worth buying, or is it better to go for the original, which costs 20 times more? In my previous video, I reviewed the HK10 Ultra 3 Max, which has more features but also some drawbacks. Check out my other videos. On my channel, you'll find only honest and complete reviews. I'd appreciate your support with a like and a subscription. See you soon. Friends, goodbye.